What's poppin', y'all? He's back in the hospital, and this time he had to cancel his tour. So I'm gonna play you guys the first clip of Dave Blunt's. If you're unfamiliar, Dave Blunt's, he recently worked with Kanye West, and he did the whole reference track for the Cousins song and a couple of other joints that were on there that some are leaking. It hasn't been officially put out, but he blew up from the Juice World Day event. He had already buzzed up online with his own fan base, but he had never gone on an official tour, and he was performing with an oxygen tank. People went in on him. He's been in and out of the hospital. He's been trying to get healthy, and he was set to go on tour where he said he was going to stage dive at one of these shows, which I think every human under the sun was discouraging him against that for his own well-being as well as anyone else, but nobody discouraged him against the tour, and he unfortunately had to cancel the show. So I'm going to play you guys this clip, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more details that I have on this, as well as if I thought it was a good idea and some other things.
Hi, this message is for my fans and for the niggas that don't like me. First, we're going to address the fans. I love my fans so very much. You guys have turned my life from poverty into luxury in less than a year, and I feel indebted to you guys for that. I now can take care of my family, my friends, and my mom and everybody that I love because of you guys who listen to my music. So I thank you for that. And because of that, I felt indebted to you. I felt like even though I'm not healthy enough to go on this tour, I need to do it to prove not only to my fans that I love them enough to give them a good show, and also to the niggas that don't like me and hate me that I can do it. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish the tour. And because I'm in the hospital and I'm sick and I'm hooked up to oxygen and all this shit going on, I have to cancel my tour. I'm very sorry. That shit saddens me. I'm not going to be able to sleep for a little bit because of this. But it's time for me to prioritize my health instead of worrying about all the other shit that doesn't matter. Such as Antonio Brown, riding my dick randomly in the middle of the night for no reason. All these niggas that just decide to wake up and hop on my dick. I need to not focus on that, and I need to focus on eating right, exercising, and getting better, because that shit is for my fans, and not only for my fans, for me. I need to focus on me. So I'm going to be taking a brief hiatus from the internet, from music, and truly just focus on exercising, eating right, and bettering myself. Not for the fans, not for the bitches, myself. And so that's for the fans. For the niggas that don't like me, please don't think that this shit is over. I promise you I will be back. And I promise you shit is not sweet. Right now, I'm not focused on anybody talking shit about me. I'm not going to respond to anything. But best believe if niggas decide to get on my dick while I'm away, when I come back, nigga, I'm on that ass. So I love y'all, and I'm sorry I got to cancel the tour.
So off rip, I was watching this in real time because I follow him on IG, and he went to I think it was 2 or 3 tour dates. I think he did New York as well, and then he had to go to the hospital, and he was like, yo, I can't make the next show, but I really don't want to cancel my tour. And then the show after that gets canceled, and then eventually he has to cancel the whole tour, and he puts out the statement. Now people will clown him and be like, yo, of course he's going to get sick. He's always in and out of the hospital. Why did he go on tour? Well, the thing is, every artist gets sick on tour. Damn near all of them. Even when they get to a really high level. But when we're talking about your first tour and you're kind of thugging it out, to be fair, Dave Blunt's is bigger than most artists when they go on their first tour, especially if we're talking 2010s SoundCloud era artists going on tour. But he already has autoimmune issues, obviously, with the weight and having been in the hospital previously. So he was bound to get sick on tour. And even if it was a regular weighed artist, right? Like, let's say someone that's slightly overweight or someone that's just in shape, they're liable to get sick as well because they're just interacting with so many fans. They're moving so frequently. Sleep schedules messed up. Food, you're just eating whatever slop is on the road. And then You're interacting with fans. Fans are sweating. Fans are spitting. Not like actually spitting, but saliva's getting projected everywhere while they're trying to sing the song. Venues. He's probably shaking hands with fans. He's not doing. This is what happens on a tour. And every artist will probably tell you, like, yeah, dude, I got sick on my first tour. It was like maybe halfway through. Maybe some get sick towards the end. But they all get sick at some point. And then they slowly learn how to prevent it from happening in the future. Dave Blunt was on one of the most impressive runs of 2025 thus far. If we're comparing him to other breakout acts, who can you think of? I can't think of many others. And a lot of more people are reacting to his music. A lot more people are enjoying his music and his beefing aspect too. So he got to working with Ye. He already had his own pop in music. He got to working with Ye. That really took him to the next level. A lot more people paid attention to him. A lot of people enjoyed that Cousins song. And then come to find out that that was also taken from his 10 Perks song, which is a great song as well. And then he's going on tour, or he was doing these festivals, but now he's healing up, and he's changed up his sweatsuit. So the sweatsuit is now healthy stuff instead of purple stuff, which the greatest mystery, it's like a prehistoric dinosaur bones, is whether or not Dave Blunt was ever sipping anything. And he talks about having experimented or done drugs in interviews, but man, I still feel like it's playing a character. I don't know. I just don't buy it. Not the pills and stuff. I buy the pills. Not literally. I buy the story that he was doing pills. But with the lean, I can't put it in my head that he was actually sipping lean. And then he's beefing with Antonio. I don't even know how he got into Antonio Brown is a Division I crash out. Like he's got to get a Heisman trophy for that, right? Like when it comes to crashing out, a guy just aired it out on somebody. He's beefing with what's his name? I was about to say Dave Blunt, but I was thinking of Can. Antonio Brown's not beefing with Can. Dave Blunt is. Well, this is overall, I always feel bad when an artist has to cancel tour because so many people are getting screwed over. Like, there's the fans that are disappointed. They're going to get refunds, but they were excited to go to tour. They're sending DMs to the artist about how upset they are. So this takes an emotional toll on the artist who already didn't want to cancel the tour. Then there's probably a financial loss that's going to be taken on the artist / label. It always falls back on the artist. And then there's the health loss, which is like, yo, the guy's now he's like recording. I think he dropped another album in this time too. He's recording. He's in the hospital. He clearly doesn't want to be in the hospital. So that's another like negative that's stacking on top of each other after all of these wins that were stacking up for the first half of the year. So it's a disappointing situation to be in as Dave Blunt's in this. And I don't think the solution is to go on tour anytime soon. I think if he gets a little bit healthier, loses a significant amount of weight, probably in like the next 8 to 10 months, then it may be like a healthy decision to go on tour again. But to go on tour so quickly after, which logistically it's just going to be impossible because it already took so long to plan the first tour. Like next year, I think that would be good. And I think that's a good motivator as well. You're like, yo, the tour is this day. I got sick on the last tour. I've got to make sure I get right. Because, yo, you guys remember Mario Judah? Mario Judah lost so much weight over the years. And he probably feels better and healthier overall now. Now, Mario Judah was never as big as Dave Blunt, but Mario Judah was a hefty guy. But I just want to see Dave Blunt not only alive, but I want to see the guy keep making music. And the only positive you could say about this is a lot of adversity makes the guy's music significantly better. Like, he already makes good music, and he already can craft these stories, but like the pain in his life fuels a lot of his lyrics and music, which is only a good thing for the fans. But let me know what you guys think about this. Are you rooting for Dave Blunt? Do you not like him? Do you think he's corny? Do you think he's lame? Or do you want to see him win? Let me know your thoughts, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.